Good start. Was muted. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Leeds Lately, or England Lately in this case, as England take on the Dominican Republic of Congo in the round of 32. We're into the knockouts now. Welcome, everybody who's joining us. Welcome to our Leeds Lately members, CB, and welcome, of course, to our non-members as well. So Penny Lane and John Derbyshire. Welcome, everybody who's joining us. I've put a tweet out, so we might have a few more people joining us, and we might have a few people joining us once they kind of get the notification that we're online. So, as it stands, hi everybody. As it stands, the Dominican Republic of Congo lineup is full of players that we probably recognise from the Premier League. Dominican Republic of Congo lineup then: Mpasi in goal. You've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka of West Ham United at right back. Axel Tuanzebe, formerly of Manchester United and Ipswich, is centre back alongside Chancel Mbemba, who did spend a period of time on loan. Sorry, not on loan. I think he was permanently at Newcastle, but currently plays for Marseille in the French top flight. Arthur Masuaku, another West Ham player, plays over at left back. The midfield of Mutusami, Mwaku and Noah Sadiki, who we'll know all about because we nearly signed him last summer, who currently plays for Sunderland. On the left wing is Chipenga. On the middle is Yohan Wissa, who of course formerly of Brentford, now of Newcastle. And then Mbuku is on the left wing. So quite a lot of recognisable names in the Congo lineup, just as their national anthem finishes. Lot of fairly household names for Premier League fans. You'll have to forgive my wet hair. I've literally just got out of the shower. I've been doing skirting board all day. However, we continue. Hit the sub button if you're new here. And of course, we go on to the England lineup. The England lineup is as follows. 4-2-3-1 is the formation. Jordan Pickford once more into the fray is the goalkeeper. Jed Spence, formerly of Leeds United on loan, of course, and a hero for not shaking Thomas Partey's hand, plays right back. Konza and Gay are the two centre-backs, with O'Reilly over at left back. Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice take those midfield roles in front of the defence and behind the attacking players, although we expect that Rice will probably get forward to help out the likes of Madueke over on the right-hand side, Rashford over on the left-hand side, and Jude Bellingham through the middle, with, of course, who else but Harry Kane up top. It's a favourable draw in terms of who we could have been up against. However, DR Congo are not to be scoffed at. Like I said, they've got a lot of good pedigree in their starting lineup with a lot of Premier League players. Some players who could potentially have played for England, but have decided to go for DR Congo. The officials, the first three, as in the referee and the linesman, are from Jordan, and then Saudi Arabia are the fourth and fifth officials, if you will. Harry Kane and Chancellor Mbemba just being spoken to by the referee at the moment. The VAR is Qatari, the United Arab Emirates for the assistant VAR, and USA for the support VAR. So once more, the England team: Pickford, Nico O'Reilly at left back, Mark Gahey and Ezri Konza as the two centre backs, Jed Spence at right back. Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson are in that midfield too. Marcus Rashford, Jude Bellingham and Noni Madueke make up a front three behind, of course, Harry Kane in there. On the bench for England: Henderson, Trafford, Stones, Saka, Chalobah, Henderson, Byrne, Mainu, Rodgers. Too fast for me. Just to go back to the Congo lineup for anybody who missed it: Mpasi in goal, Wan-Bissaka of West Ham United, Tuanzebe of Ipswich, Mbemba of Marseille, Masuaku of West Ham as well, Mutusami, Mwaku, Sadiki of Sunderland, Chipenga, Wissa of Newcastle, and Mbuku make up their starting lineup. just to see if I can... Gail Kakuta on the bench as well for them. And Arthur Bakambu as well, who's played a lot of time in the Spanish league. Hit that button if you're new here, guys. We are just moments away from kickoff here. England's first game in the round of 32. Sebastien Desabre is the manager for DR Congo for this evening. Did I say Dominican Republic of Congo at the start? I think I meant Democratic Republic of Congo. Just must have been in my head. Five, four. The pitch looks so small. I wonder if it just stands close to the pitch. There we are. Long ball forward. He's going to be cleared away here by Masuaku, who can't stop it going out for a throw-in, though, over by the challenge of Madueke. So that's going to be an England throw-in right up by the corner flag very early on. Spence to Anderson. Back to Rice. Jed Spence. I think what we've got to do here... Oh, good ball into Rice here. Can't keep it in. Well, you can keep it. No, it's gone out. There's a Leeds badge there in the crowd. But yeah, it's time to start showing. It's time to start showing the quality that we have in this lineup, in this side, in this squad. And I hope that we get better as we go further into the competition, because the first few games did not. Well, maybe the Croatia one, but the Ghana and the Panama game did not exactly inspire. So hopefully we see something a little bit better from England today. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka with the throw-in, who of course we've played against many times in his time at West Ham and Manchester United. Here's Chipenga inside to Johan Wissa. One thing I will say is that with their attacking lineup, they've got a couple of quick wingers and Johan Wissa as well. And Johan Wissa's pretty good in the air. However, not the most physical front three, not the tallest front three, not the most kind of athletic in terms of ability to kind of knock people off the ball. So as long as we don't allow them too much space in behind on the counter-attack, our defence should be okay with dealing with them. Good ball over the top here for Rashford, into the corner now, up against former teammate Wan-Bissaka. Here's Harry Kane. Nearly a good turn, but taken away. Back now to Mbemba. Cross to Twanzebe. Madueke trying to put a tackle here on Masuaku, but it's going to be a DR Congo throw-in. Masuaku back to Twanzebe. Now Mpasi sends that long under the challenge of Bellingham. Foul by Bellingham as he gives him a little shove there. I try to be Penny. It's until something goes wrong, there's nothing to be not calm about. Is Mpasi. Oh. I think the commentators just said that if John Stones gets on the pitch, he'll be the first ever England player to represent his country without a current club to play for. And by the way, John Stones would probably be a great signing for Leeds. Whether he'd want to come or not is a different matter, but he'd be a great signing for Leeds. That experience, that calmness, his ability to pass the ball. We'd have landed on our feet if we could get someone like him on a free instead of now that Strauch's gone. And if those of you who don't know, Pascal Strauch has been sold to Brighton. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Yes, we are on the other side of the tournament, Robert. I think your side of the tournament is much harder with the likes of France and Portugal and Morocco, and obviously Morocco and Netherlands. A lot of them are knocking each other out, which is really good for us. Why would he not want to come? Because he's probably still got... I mean, how old is he, John Stones? John Stones is 32, so I suppose he's won everything now. He's won a Champions League. He's won everything. So he may, but it's it all depends on whether he wants to go to another club that's playing European football for his swan song, if you will. I mean, he might just announce his retirement after the tournament. Who knows? Here's Spence. Yeah, 4 at the back for DR Congo. 4-3-3. I also think it's a bit more of a reasonable time for us here in the UK, this game, so that kind of helps. Here's Twanzebe. Little burst of speed forward as he finds the ball out to the left-hand side for Chipenga. Might have been a foul by Spence there, but nothing given, just a bit physical. Here's Mbemba. Ball over the top. It's gone past Spence. Here's Chipenga. Shoots! 1-0 to DR Congo. Wow. 1-0. Really good bit of play. Good finish. But really poor defending from England. Really, really poor defending from England. 6 minutes and 45 seconds in and we're 1-0 down. I think it's... I think Konza and Gehi got drawn out of position, so Spence had to come across to cover, and then the ball just went over his head to the back post where Chipenga was just there to finish it, and good finish. Difficult finish. Yeah. Where on earth are Konza and Gehi? They both get drawn out of position and it just goes straight to him, goes near post, bottom corner. It's a good finish. He hits it hard enough so it's so hard for Pickford to get down in time. He gets a hand to it, but it's too powerful. What a flip, by the way. How did he even do that? That defies the laws of physics. He flipped sideways and landed back on his feet again. It's his first ever international goal. Sipenga, by the way, not Chipenga. I keep saying that, but it's Sipenga. Goalkeeper for Congo just got wiped out by Masuaku, I think. Flipped over him and then landed on the floor. Yeah, I would say that's the one area where we're lacking compared to previous tournaments and stuff. When you think of the likes of, I know we don't like him, but the quality that Rio Ferdinand and John Terry had, those two defenders, and before that you go back and there's so many good English centre halves throughout the history of the international game. But at the moment, Konza and Gehi are both good, But I wouldn't say they're anywhere near the level of some of the other partnerships that A, we've had in the past, and B, are at this tournament for other countries. Yeah, he's just on side, Sipenga. I saw one before, Karen, in this game. Yeah, it was poor. It was really poor defending. Yeah, Maguire wasn't picked. Stone's on the bench. I think he picks them. I think he said about picking those two because they're quite mobile. Oh. Oh, Sipenga, who just scored the goal, plays for Castellon, who Pablo Hernandez was part owner of, and now I think manages them as well. But now he's going to Almeria. Given the fact that Spence was on loan in the Championship with Leeds not like a year and a half ago, I don't think he should be anywhere near an England call-up. I'd rather have James Justin at left back. Or at right back here would have Jayden Bogle. Like, Spencer's spent time in the Championship on loan, got recalled because of his attitude, is played for Spurs in a side that finished 17th and still been picked. But it's because he played for Spurs. Here's Anderson. Foul on Madueke. And now it's a free kick to England. I recognise the guy to the right of Wenger. Is that Silvestre that used to play for Man United? Oh, no, he used to play for Arsenal. Is it? And Man United. I don't think it is. He looks a bit like him. Here's Nico O'Reilly. Anderson. Konza. Here's Bellingham now. Out wide to Madueke. Ball down the line to Spence, but cut out there by DR Congo. But it's going to be a throw into England. Twanzebe cutting out the ball there. Yeah, Shearer just saying that when they haven't got the ball, the front three drop into, or at least two of the front three drop into the midfield and make it a 5 across there, which makes it hard to break down. Now they can just sit in DR Congo, which is exactly what we didn't want to happen. We had it good because they decided to play forward at the back. They decided to try to be more possession based, trying to create chances rather than just on the counter-attack. And because we've conceded, they'll now drop in and play defensively like Ghana and Panama did. Here's Madueke. Rolls his man. Puts the ball into the box. Nico O'Reilly, good touchdown from him, but not a particularly good position. Rashford down the line here. Rice tries to cross it in. It's going to be an England corner. Corner kick to England then. Let's hope for a swift response. Rice's delivery. Towards the back post, over everybody. Bellingham couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a throw-in. A goal kick. Here's Mbemba. Ball forward into the feet of Wissa. His pass is a little bit astray. Spence is good. It's a good job he got there then, but now England might be able to come forward. Here's Madueke. He's got Spence beyond him. Cuts inside instead. Ball to Gay. Now Bellingham. Bellingham outside of the football across the box. It goes out for a goal kick. Here's Mpasi, Congo goalkeeper, sending it long. Here's Mark Gahey. Here's Spence. Good ball down the line here. Gets it back, Spence. His cross is away by Mutupasi. Oh, sorry, Mutusami, not Mutupasi. As soon as I said that, I thought I've nailed that, and then the commentator said it. I thought, oh, crap, it's the wrong one. Here's Spence. Bellingham. Back to Madueke out on the wing. Konza. Back to Bellingham. Now across to Anderson. Rice. His ball into O'Reilly. Out wide now to Rashford. Rashford's early cross into the box. Punched away by Mpasi, but good play from England there. Better fashioning a crossing opportunity. Put into a dangerous area. We're now giving away a free kick, but much better build-up. Good ball from Rashford. Curling in towards the goalkeeper. Bellingham went for it, and Mpasi. Good punch. Hi Ryan, welcome. Welcome to everybody who's joining us. Mpasi with the free kick then, out on the left-hand side. Sends it long. Clearance by Rice. Now Kane. Back to Anderson. Anderson's pass to Madueke. Goes straight into touch. Here's Masuaku with the throw-in. Now Wissa. Pokes that one back to Twanzebe. All the way back to the goalkeeper. And then back out to Chancellor Mbemba. Oof. Once in 57 games have they conceded more than one goal, DR Congo. Good tackle there by Mark Gay. Oh, and he's lost the ball here against Spence. He's doing well here to get rid of it. Need to get rid of the ball here, England, instead of trying to pass it out from the back. Still trying to pass it out. They've given the ball away again here. Spence again. Bellingham. His pass is overhit to Wan-Bissaka. Poor tackle from Bellingham, and he's going to get himself an early yellow card. It was poor. It was reckless, and it was out of frustration from Bellingham there. Yeah, he's on a yellow card 19 minutes in. I think at some point he'll be replaced by Rodgers. And it might be before too long if his head's gone. Ball into the box towards Wissa. Wissa goes down. Don't think there's much of a shout there. Yeah. He just jumps on the floor there. Here's Pickford. Coming out of his box now. Sending it over to the right-hand side where it bounces straight into touch. Heads have gone here. Good feet there by Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka. Good tackle by Marcus Rashford. And then he makes a foul. Yeah, they seem a bit rattled. They do seem a bit rattled, the England players. Here's Masuaku. Here's Bellingham. Shocking pass. Just goes straight into touch. Hi, Andrew. Well, colour me not surprised, England falling apart again. Oh, good evening, all. I do hope everyone is well, fit, and healthy. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, it does seem that way, and it seems to be a bit of a head loss as well. A lot of the players seem to be a little bit angry, blaming others. It seems to be a lot of it going around, especially Bellingham. I've just got out the shower, Andrew, because I've been doing skirting board all day, so he's gay. Oh my God, Rashford tries to take a touch. It scrapes off the bottom of his studs and goes out. It's really poor. And it's the hydration break, which at this point England will be happy with because, wow, really poor. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. But yeah, really, really poor start to this game. Joe Hart's just going to have his comments about this. Yeah, commentator mentioning... sorry, commentators. What do you call him? Mexico haven't had to play anyone great yet, though, have they? I don't understand why on earth that Reece James wouldn't start over Jed Spence. Reece James is a much better footballer than Jed Spence. It was a good finish for the goal, but it was really poor defending. Yeah, it's been really poor from England, and I think this break has probably come at a really good time. It's probably come at a really good time. No, Clive, it's only between... It's only if you're talking to an opposition player. If you're talking to a teammate, you can cover your mouth. But if it's to a so if it's to a teammate, you're fine to cover your mouth. If it's to an opposition player, you get sent off. Yeah, he's the most injury-prone player. Has anybody else seen that Christopher Claesson, the ex-Leeds United goalkeeper, the Norwegian lad, has retired at the age of 25? Wan-Bissaka takes the throw-in as we start after the hydration break. Here's Nico O'Reilly. Konza. Good ball over the top towards Madueke. Good touch by Madueke. Feels like he's fouled there, Madueke, in the box, but nothing given. England fans shout for it. Jed Spence. He's done well in the end. Here's Wissa coming deep into the midfield to pick up the ball. It's going to be a throw into Congo. I don't rate Saka as much better. I suppose Masuaku did put his hands in Madueke's face when he went down then. Here's Spence coming forward still. Still going, Jed Spence. And then that's a foul. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. It was Siddiqui that made the foul. Yeah, we'll focus on trying to get through this game first. Game at a time, but Congo are a difficult enough opposition as it stands. I think that's a dive, you know, from Jed Spence. He doesn't actually... he catches him slightly, but... Good boots are made of just like paper towels these days, aren't they? So he's like, you could see his foot bending. You're in a shoe. A shoe shouldn't bend that much. Declan Rice. Ball into the box. Just wide by Ezri Konza. I think it just hits Konza. I think he's expecting Siddiqui to get the ball and it just hits his knee and curls just wide. It's better from Jed Spence breaking through a couple of players to create that free kick, and then the chance that came from it is better. Here's Madueke, ball into the box. Nobody there at the front post, but it's not a bad delivery. If someone had been a bit more alive to it, but it's a throw into England. Madueke. Now Elliot Anderson. Rice. Spence. Anderson once more. Rice again. Not really much space to play in here. Good ball from Konza out wide to Spence. Spence drops that back off. Good ball from Rice into the box. Header by Bellingham. Good save by Mpassi. Wasn't a great header by Bellingham, but was much better in terms of the attacking play. Good ball into the box. Good header from Bellingham. Just needed to be a bit further away from the goalkeeper. Good save by Mpassi in the Congo goal, but it was savable. Okay. Good ball by Bellingham to Declan Rice. He's got Rashford, who's got chalk on his boots. He's so wide. Now Nico O'Reilly. Anderson. Rashford gets it back. He needs a bit more support. You need 2 and 3 players out on the wing, supporting and helping create an overload. Because that's how you get space. That's how you get the ball into space. That's a fantastic ball by Rice. Rashford can't keep it in. Come on, it's a poor touch again. Bellingham, I think it was, that played that pass, but he's got to get a better touch on that, Rashford. It's twice he's done that now. Yeah, it needs to be further into the corner there. Here's Pickford. Sends that one long. Harry Kane just ran into Chancellor Mbemba there and screams and goes down. Here's Mbemba. Out to the right-hand side of Mbuku. Now Wan-Bissaka. Mbemba out wide here to Sepenga. Really good pass from Mbemba again. Here's Sepenga. He's done well to get back across the box. Kane clears. Again, really good play by Mbemba to get the ball out to Sepenga, who really does create a opportunity for himself. This time Sepenga's shot flies out. Sepenga's absolutely got him on toast here, Spence. I haven't, Andrew, no. Here's Bellingham coming forward now. Madueke. Anderson. Long switch from him out to Rashford. Headed away by Wan-Bissaka, but England throw in. Rice. Anderson. Kane back to Nico O'Reilly. Bellingham. Here's Konza. Out wide now to Madueke. A lot of England players in the box, so if he can get a cross in, and he does, away by Twanzebe. Back across by... that's going to be a foul by Nico O'Reilly as Congo tried to break there. It's going to be a free kick. It's better getting the ball into the box, but if we're just going to rely on crossing the ball in for headers, then I worry for us. Here's Mpassi. Throw into Congo here. Madueke pleading. Throw into England here. Hi, Ollie. Welcome. Here's Pickford. Now Rashford. Into Kane. Kane in the box here. Good defending there from Axel Tuanzebe. Oh, Madueke's done well here. He's on the byline into the box. Nico O'Reilly. Rashford saved off the line by Wan-Bissaka. We're coming closer. O'Reilly. Konza. Now Gehi. Out wide to Rashford. Ball out to the wing here from Konza. Now Spence. Out on the wing. Goes to cross the ball in there. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Madueke once more on the edge. Tries to shoot. Deflected. It's going to go all the way back to the halfway line. Bellingham just tackled by Tuanzebe at the last second as he made his run into the box there. Nico O'Reilly trying to get past the defender there, but he's fouled him. He's put a hand on him and he's gone down. Not much of a foul, but... we've come very, very close to scoring now. It was a great block off the line by Wan-Bissaka. Madueke. He just tries to go past Masuaku. Referee doesn't give a foul. Madueke thinks it was. Here's Sepenga again. Over on the left-hand side. Mbuku now. Wan-Bissaka, who was potentially offside, but apparently not. Now it's been given. Taken quickly there by Gehi. Rashford charging down the left-hand side here. Wan-Bissaka's not in place. And that's going to be a foul, a free kick to England. I don't think there was much in it. I think Rashford knew he'd outrun the ball there and it was going to go out, and the little touch was enough to send him down. Yeah, it's a slight tug, but it's not enough to send him over, I don't think. Declan Rice gets ready to put this ball into the box. Declan Rice gets ready to take this one. One-man wall of Sepenga. Rice's delivery is absolutely shocking. Here's Bellingham. Out wide now to Madueke. Madueke is shot blocked and hits him, and then now Sepenga can come away with it. Sepenga carrying it up to the halfway line, plays the ball down the line for Wissa. They've got one or two players up here, but there's a lot of England players back. O'Reilly headed it away, but it's gone straight to Wan-Bissaka. Now Mbuku. Crosses it into the box. Away by Anderson eventually after a poor defensive header by Konza. Now Mbuku. His cross into the box hit O'Reilly, and it's going to be a corner kick. Oh, it's the potential handball from Noah Siddiqui is the call there. I didn't see that. Ball comes into the box from the corner, headed away by Anderson, and then by Madueke. No, they're going for it. Congo, they seem to be a good side. Away by Gehi. A period of sustained possession here for DR Congo as they try to add to their lead. Mbuku just falls over his own feet there, and England get the ball back. It'd be nice to get a goal right before half-time, wouldn't it? Pickford clears that one. Bellingham. Good turn by him. And that's going to be a free kick to England. Good ball by Konza. Out to the right-hand side here to Madueke. He's got Spence beyond him. Spence coming across. He tries to cross it back. It's going to be an England corner. Oh, apparently not. It's going to be a England corner. England Congo goal kick. Yeah, it comes back off Spence there, and that's why it's a goal kick. But England's so close to scoring earlier on when Wan-Bissaka blocked it off the line. Here's Wissa. Switch of play out wide to Mbuku. He's got Wan-Bissaka going beyond him. Here is Wan-Bissaka with a chance to cross. It's... that was so close to 2-0. But great ball into the box, and Wissa hit the post. You could just see that situation unfolding. It's a really good ball in from Wan-Bissaka. And it hits the post. Whew. I don't know, Robert. That was so close. I wouldn't have too much... Oh, that's a great ball. Harry Kane onside. Wiped out by the goalkeeper. I think he's saying it's a dive. He's saying it's a dive and Harry Kane's going to get a yellow card. Harry Kane through on goal, takes it past the goalkeeper and gets knocked over. He takes it past the goalkeeper. He takes his legs. I don't think that's really true, Argentangelo. I think we've had some good chances. VAR check, no penalty. You can see that Kane's wanting the contact, but it's not. He takes it past the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper knocks him over. Here's Anderson. To be fair, Harry Kane for England's penalty record is not very good, so... Rashford with the ball down the line towards Rice, who tries to come into the box. He's managed to win the ball. Back to Rashford. Rashford. Should have tried to pass it or shoot, and in the end, he tried to dribble it past everybody. Here's Konza. I wouldn't be averse to putting on John Stones at centre-half, you know. Here's Madueke. He's just passed it straight to a Congo player. There'll be 3 minutes at minimum added on. Six minutes added on to this first half, everybody. Chipped ball over the top from Wan-Bissaka. O'Reilly's got to deal with this here. He does well, O'Reilly. Here's Ezri Konza of Aston Villa. Wide to Madueke. Back to Spence. Anderson. O'Reilly, there's still not much movement beyond him. Here is O'Reilly. Tries to play it in first time. I think it's going to be a throw-in rather than a corner for England here. I think that you do see that given as a penalty in another game. Madueke's ball into the box. Header! Fantastic save again by Mpassi. Come back out wide to Marcus Rashford here. Another ball into the box, caught by the goalkeeper. That's a really good save. But again, it wasn't that far away from him. It's savable. He didn't really have to move that much. It was by his hip. Good ball forward here. Jed Spence does well to defend that. Seems like we're signing the Japan goalkeeper, Zion Suzuki. Here's Rashford. Oh yeah, it is Clive, but it's just that from Bellingham's point of view, he should be putting it further away from the goalkeeper. He should be making those unsavable, and he's had two now. Coming forward again here. Here's Wissa. He's got Sipenga outside him. Away by Konza. Oh, well, they've given the ball away, though, here. Congo, and now Declan Rice. Harry Kane. I mean, England need to get players up in support here, because now that Kane's passed the ball to Madueke, there's not really anybody in there. Harry Kane. Mutasami's touch makes him go slightly wider than he wanted to, or away from goal, should I say. But here's Madueke. It's difficult from a standing start to do anything, and he's just passed the ball to a Congo defender. Good foot by Kane. Throw in, though, to... Anderson. Throw in, though, to Congo. Here's Mpassi. Sipenga's out wide again here. Sipenga's ball is cut out this time by Spence. It's a really, really good save. I've banned Gav, by the way, everyone, because we don't want downright horrible racists on this channel now or ever. Here's Bellingham. Now O'Reilly. Good ball into Bellingham. Bellingham's cross over to the right-hand side is a really good ball. Cross in towards the back post. It bounces up. Rashford can take this. No, Bellingham takes it. That's going to be an England corner. Yeah, this is the last chance to score this half, I think. It would be a great time to do it. It really would be a great time to do it. Rice steps up to take this corner. Rice's cross. To Kane. Good save by Mpasi again. Again and again and again, the Congo goalkeeper makes the tackles. I think he took that one in the nudges, judging by the way he's lying. That's half time. That is half time. It's a really good save. Yeah, 1-0 at half-time to DR Congo. I'm just going to go and fill my water bottle up and we'll talk about the events of that pretty disastrous first half until the end where we really started to look like we were going to score. I'll be back very soon. Hello, everybody. We're back. Look, that's Robert saying that's the second time he's seen someone take one in the tenders this World Cup. Yeah, look, I wonder who he plays for, Mpassi. Lionel Mpassi. He plays in Ligue 1, the French top flight. Oh, he plays for Le Havre in the French league. He's 31. But yeah, he's been absolutely playing out of his skin in this game. Yeah, the central defenders are out of position, which means that they're then Spence gets drawn out, which means he's not then marking the player at the back post, Sipenga, and then he's the one who scores. Apparently, Arsenal are showing a strong interest in Leeds United goalkeeper Ilan Meslier as they assess their options for next season. The 26-year-old is out of contract this summer as emerges as a potential target for the Gunners. Uncertainty over Kepa Arrizabalaga's future has prompted Arsenal to explore the market for a new goalkeeper, with Meslier among the players under consideration, which is crazy, but hold on, Joe Hart's talking about Pickford. Yeah, Joe Hart, as a goalkeeping expert, is saying it's a mistake. It's not a mistake, sorry. It's just a difficult one to save. And, yeah. Yeah, or even just play Stones anyway, rather than one of the others. We should be playing our heart out as well, because these players, for some of them, it's their last World Cup probably, and some of them it's their first, and no matter which World Cup it is. Have they seen him in action? Maybe. Maybe they saw him in that cup game where he first started getting in the team when we were in the Championship and we ran them close in the FA Cup. They're just going to talk about the potential penalty. It's a very dramatic. Yeah. Joe Hart's saying if he's that goalkeeper, as soon as he misses the ball, he's thinking about who's on his water bottle, which direction they're going. I think he knows he's taken it too far past the goalkeeper as well. It was a heavy touch. The usual has, yeah. The usual. Yeah, he does. He does touch him. He does hit both of his legs. It's the way he goes down, I think, Kane. I think it's the way he goes down. Thomas Tuchel's coach, Anthony Barry, with some feedback. I mean, I don't think it's impossible because someone will beat them. They're not going to get to the final, are they? Yeah, you're saying we're going to continue to attack and keep the back door shut, but they're not keeping the back door shut. They're just need one. I mean, look, the goalkeeper cannot keep saving them forever. He cannot keep saving them forever. At some point, one of them is going to go in. They have to do better with the headers. Bellingham's twice has had those headers. I think Kane probably finishes those. Yeah, it's good. And good pieces of defending from the Congolese as well. Your luck's got to run out at some point if you're defending backs against the wall that many times. You're making those saves. You're making goal line clearances. He watches it right onto his foot, Kane, in the last bit of that half. Oh, yeah, it does hit him right in the meat and two veg. Yeah, it's we need to get one early and early indeed in this game. Right after the halftime whistle, if we can score, it'll settle the nerves massively. God, it looks terrible, that dear England thing. USA versus Bosnia. Hi, Tim. Welcome. Well, that was an awful half. Well, it was an awful half of a half. It was an awful first half of a half, but the second bit of it, we did definitely come into it more. Yeah, but it needs to continue, and we need to finish one of these chances. It was Mateus Cunha went and gave him a hug, Tanaka, after the mistake. But people are saying that he'd done really well during the game. I didn't see it, but Alan Shearer saying it how it is. She said, he said, because Anthony Barry said after the hydration break, we took the handbrake off, and Alan Shearer saying, well, why was it on to start with? Because we should be attacking, trying to create chances and score goals against DR Congo from the beginning. Yeah, I saw the clip, Chewy. I saw the clip, but I didn't see the actual game. Our defence is poor, though. Like, Jed Spence should not be an international footballer for England in terms of his quality. He's okay going forward, but like, he was a championship player a couple of years ago, and yes, that's happened a lot, but it's not like Calvin Phillips, where he was a championship player, then we got promoted and he got better and better. It was like he was a Premier League player and he needed to be loaned. Excuse me. He needed to be loaned to the Championship for game time. Oh, Darren Can now is here for the his comments on the penalty. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Because his attitude was bad. Yeah, he wants to be hit by the goalkeeper there, Kane. Darren Can thinks it's a penalty, the referee and expert. Coming back onto the pitch now. Doesn't look like any changes yet, apparently. Yeah, we need to go and score, and quick. Was Yannick Bolasie from DR Congo? You know, the former Everton and Palace and Swansea winger who was really tricky? I think he was. He's 37. I think he's still playing. Yeah. He is from Congo, yeah. He's played for Plymouth, Barnet, Bristol, Palace. Not Bristol Palace. Bristol City, Crystal Palace, Everton, Aston Villa, Middlesbrough, and Swansea. He plays for Chapecoense in the Brazilian league. Alan Shearer does not miss an opportunity to take the mick out of Micah Richards. And we're underway again here for the second half. Yeah, it was Argent. Nico O'Reilly with the ball down the line here to Rashford, who can't keep it in. I don't think it does. They're saying, does this eclipse Iceland in 2015 or 2014 or 2016 or whichever one it was? I don't think it does. I think DR Congo have got a lineup with a lot of recognizable names from playing all over Europe. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's ball across the box was a dangerous one, but England... Kane draws a foul there, and it's going to be a free kick. You immediately had a chance there, DR Congo, immediately. Ball over to the right-hand side here for Madueke. Tackle, though, by Masuaku, and it's going to be a throw-in. God, me saying Madueke versus Masuaku is a bit of a mouthful. Here's Declan Rice. Plays that one back out wide to Rashford. Gahey once more. Here is Madueke. Ball crossed into the box. Headed away by Twanzebe. Back in once more, and then Twanzebe again to Masuaku. Oh, we've given the ball away, though, here. Ball from Kane to Bellingham is too much, and it rolls out for a goal kick. Oh, was it not Elliot? I thought it was Harry Kane. No, it was Anderson. Sorry, yeah. It was Anderson who played that ball then. Just needs it. Yeah, to be fair, though, I think Twanzebe had it covered anyway, even though it was a poor pass. Yeah, he's limping around a bit, Madueke. Here's Rice. Yes, it was, wasn't it, Argent? Forgot about that, God. Here's O'Reilly. Rashford. Overlapped by Nico O'Reilly. You need some options here, though. It's a corner, though, to England. This would be, like, just such an ideal time to score. Harry Kane's actually having a little team talk with Konsa, Gahey, Bellingham, and Anderson, maybe? I think it was. Ball in by Declan Rice towards the back post. Headed away by Arthur Masuaku. Another corner, though, to England over on the opposite side this time. Yeah, good defending by Masuaku, but a lot of the corners that Declan Rice takes do float towards the back post and the far end of the box, and Kane took advantage of it just before the half with that shot that the goalkeeper saved with his nethers. But a lot of the time, we just kind of let it flow over everybody. Rice with another ball into the box. I think he might say he wants it to be taken again. And Bemba hit the deck there. Yeah, I mean, why you fall into the ground like that? Declan Rice gets to take the corner again then. Rice's corner this time is really pathetic. Congo tried to come away, but Rice has won it back. Here's Madueke with 4 players around him. Spencer's overstretched a bit there. They're going to be able to switch the ball. That's a really good piece of defending by Mark Gahey there. An England player and a Congo player down here, but it's not a head injury, so they can carry on. Marcus Rashford! Side netting. Side netting. Oh, yeah. Wissa's boot lands on top of Jed Spence's foot, but then Rashford, he takes the player on, and then when he gets in, yeah, with his left foot, he just hits the side netting. Rice with a little flick. Away by Congo again. Here's Masuaku. Sadiki tackled. Throw in to Congo. Yeah, Rashford should be hitting the target there, really. England haven't had to wear their away kit yet, have they? XG 0.88 to England, 0.41 to Dominican Republic. Oh, and we've lost the feed. That's good. Thanks, iPlayer. That's great. I missed whatever happened then. We didn't score, but... Madueke with another cross in. Goes over everybody. It's going to go out for a goal kick. I think it was another good save by the goalkeeper. It was Bellingham who took on his man. Takes the shot. Oh, it takes a deflection and he still saves it. And then Mbemba clears it off the line. He boots his gloves there. Here's Konza. He's not actually first choice. The Mpassi's not first choice for his club team of Le Havre in France. Yeah, Rashford's header there is over the bar. Goal kick to DR Congo. Throw in to Congo. Over on the right hand side, just inside the England half. Going to be a offside against Congo here and a chance for England to get back on the ball again. Here's Spence. Mark Gahey. Out wide now to Rashford. He's got runners. Back to Gahey. Good switch out wide to Madueke. Spence. Elliot Anderson. Back to Madueke now. Ball down the line for Spence. Tackled there, Spence. And now Masuaku looking to try and get the ball away. Well, that's actually going to be a goal kick. That's really good play by Masuaku. Oh, I didn't realise that Masuaku had gone to Sunderland and then it's gone back to Lens in France. Oh, Twanzebe was at Burnley. God, I've lost track of a lot of where the players play. He's Nico O'Reilly. Anderson. Spence. Back to Madueke. Just go at him. Try and take him on. O'Reilly. Gahey. Game seems to have slowed down a little bit now. I think some subs are needed from an England persuasion. Here's Rice. Now Bellingham. Good feet. Mutasami all over him, though. Spence. Madueke. Madueke left-footed cross into the box. Away by Tuanzebe. Not a great ball into the box. Rashford's cross is shocking. I feel like at the moment Jed Spence kind of looks like a pro clubs player with his dyed red hair and his face mask. Here's Declan Rice. Oh, Elliot Anderson stumbles a bit on the ball. Noni Madueke. Just put the ball in the box. Spence being harried here by Sipenga, and then Elliot Anderson's given the ball away to Sipenga. Should have passed the ball to Wissa there, Sipenga, if he wanted to release him, but here's Mutusami. Siddiqui. Poor tackle there by Anderson, but nothing given. Here's Harry Kane. His ball through to Marcus Rashford is blocked by Tuanzebe's arm, I think, there. We're just coming up into the 60th minute here, and substitutes are, I think, quite needed. Jed Spencer's come flying out and left massive space behind himself again. Here's Sipenga. Back to him as Elliot Anderson's clearance is not convincing. Here's Sipenga again. Masuaku's cross away by Elliot Anderson. Mutasami over to Wan-Bissaka. And Buku. Mutasami again. His switch is just over the head of Sipenga. England substitute Bukayo Saka. Saka is on. And Anthony Gordon is on. Not a convincing clearance by Mutasami. Back across by Rice. Away by Mbemba. Here's Mutusami. Now Sipenga. It's gone past Jed Spence again, but Jed Spence does get a good foot in, but back to Mutusami again. Now Sipenga. Siddiqui. Sipenga goes to shoot. Blocked by Elliot Anderson. Masuaku knocks it back to the halfway line. And Bemba. Ball out to the right-hand side from Buku. Good block there by Nico O'Reilly. Subzone doesn't sort out the defence. Yeah, I agree, Tim. I also don't think that Saka is going to do much to help. I'd be very happy if he scored, but deflection there as the and Buku goes to take that shot. It might have been going in the top corner. Elliot Anderson gets a good touch on that. Sipenga. Corner comes into the box. Here's Saka. Dispossessed. It's going to be an England throw-in. Substitute for DR Congo. And Buku is coming off. Yeah, and Buku's coming off, the number 7, the right winger. Be replaced by Mashak. Here's Saka. Anderson. O'Reilly. Gordon. Back now to Nico O'Reilly. Konza. Bit more space here for Jed Spence. If you can find a good cross. Good ball into the back post. Headed away again by Wan-Bissaka. And now they might be away here. Elia trying to get past O'Reilly. O'Reilly does so well there to defend that. Does well there, O'Reilly. Does really well, because I thought he was going to be outstripped by the winger fresh off the bench. Bellingham. Out wide to Gordon now. Gordon. Good cross into the box. Headed away. No one really in there. Anderson. Dispossessed. O'Reilly. Gordon heads it back to O'Reilly. Now Anderson. It's getting further and further into the game. Subs don't really seem to have changed much. We ended the first half better than we've played at any point during the second. Here's Saka. Saka tries to cross. Blocked immediately. Good play there by Spence. Good strength. Into the box. Squares it. Nobody there. Cleared away. Poor pass. Here's Sipenga. Wissa knocked over there. Foul. Yeah, Konza just holds on to Wissa. It is a free kick, but again, you're losing all that ground you made. Don't know why we keep focusing on Nico O'Reilly. Here is Konza. Jed Spence. Clive. There's only one player in history that scored more goals than Harry Kane has scored in all competitions this season, and that's Lionel Messi. So, I think you must be delusional. Hydration break now, which this time is better for England. It's welcome. Hydration break and hopefully some more substitutions. It's just bringing Bukayo Saka on to bring more intensity and more urgency is one of the worst things you could possibly do, because he just drifts around and doesn't really do much. If he scores, I'll be very happy. But from what I've seen is just poor throughout the whole tournament. That is. Nearly finished, John. We've got to do them on another night, maybe tomorrow. And the wingers themselves don't beat someone and cross it into the box, Stewie, which is what you want your wingers to do. You want them to beat one person so that people are out of position and then cross it in. God, Mark Gahey already looks resigned to being knocked out. I know, they just don't seem... They seem resigned to be going out. Right. Eze is coming on. For Spence. Spence is off. Eze is on. Which suggests to me that 3 at the back and sending people forward. Declan Rice has gone right back, apparently. Here's Rice. Saka, his Arsenal league-winning teammate. Declan Rice. Cross into the box. Here's Kane. Looking to try and pass it to somebody. He's not got much room. Back to Saka. Saka's cross towards the back post. Gordon. It's going to be a corner kick. Wan-Bissaka got the last touch. Corner comes in. Away. Here's Eze picking it up. Eze fouled by Sipenga there. Free kick to England. Chance to put the ball in the box again. Yes, Spence off is probably the right thing to do. Declan Rice has gone to right back, but that's not such a bad idea because when he does get the chance over on the right-hand side, he will whip the ball into the box and his delivery is good. Hence why he's taking this free kick now. Declan Rice's delivery. Ball into the box. They seem to throw themselves to the ground in the box, the DR Congo players. In their own box to try and get a free kick. Bellingham's cross is really poor. It's actually going to go out for a DR Congo throw-in. Kane's still complaining about something here. Kiyembe is going to come on here for DR Congo. Ball goes back to Masuaku, who can just send that long. Here's O'Reilly. Carrying it forward. Gordon now. Here's Konza. Out wide. Once more to Bukayo Saka. Ball down the line here for Eze. Was he onside? Ball into Declan Rice. Declan Rice hooks it over everybody to the back post where Gordon's waiting. Gordon crosses it back in. Kane's header! 1-1. We needed it. And we've got it. Harry Kane, who Clive T called a rotter, said he needs hooking. He said he needs taking off the pitch because he didn't like his personality. Gets treated like a hero when he does nothing. Can't stand him. And now he scored. Great header. Harry Kane, bottom corner. Let's go and get a winner. At first, Rice's ball was terrible, but Gordon does well to take a little touch, dink it into the middle, header by Kane. I wouldn't be that immature, Chewy. Ironically, I think the goalkeeper could have done better there. He's been fantastic in this game, Lionel Ampasi, but I think he could have done better there. It's a good header, but I think if he'd have got a stronger hand to it, he would have been able to push that away there. Goal number 12 in World Cups for Harry Kane, which puts him level with Pele. Sipenga's come off. Mukau has come off. And Bongonda and Kayembe have come on. Kayembe of Brentford, I think. Oh, Watford, sorry. Thanks, brother BKL. You're very welcome. Gordon wins that one back. Seems to be a bit of a spring in the step of the England players now. Good ball there from Bellingham inside to Gordon. Back now to Gay. Konza. I tell you what, though. It could have been 2-0 with the one that hit the post. Here's Konza. Long switch out towards Gordon. Wan-Bissaka wins the header, but England have got the ball back. Back to Anthony Gordon. Tackled well there. Long ball forward here. It's a good one, but Pickford's very alive to that situation. It's going to be a throw into DR Congo just inside their own half. Here's Lionel Mpassi over to Mbemba. Little flick there from DR Congo. And Bongonda, sorry, was chasing that. Picked off by Nico O'Reilly, though. Here's Bellingham, who turns on it. Good ball from him. Over to Saka. Declan Rice has gone beyond him. He's probably going to cut inside and cross, which he does towards the back post. Headed away by Wan-Bissaka. Gordon can pick it up, though. Good ball into Harry Kane. Back now to Elliot Anderson, who shoots just over the top of the net. It's not a bad strike by Elliot Anderson. Here's Kayembe of Watford. Over onto the left-hand side. Declan Rice defends that very well. Saka. Saka still trying to carry it past players, but loses it there. Kayembe. Good tackle there by Saka. Yeah, let's go and get a winner, eh? Won't be such a bad idea. Here's Mbemba. Here's Anthony Gordon. Gordon tries to go down the line. Masuaku blocks him off, but it's just going to be a... Mbemba blocks him off. Of course you can, Derek. If you put them in here, I should be able to do this. I'm sorry to hear about that, and I hope you're all right. And I should be able to click it and put it on the screen for people to look at as well. Declan Rice with the ball into the box, away by Twanzebe this time. Now Anthony Gordon. Just going to let it go out for a throw-in. Here's Gehi. Elliot Anderson now. Bellingham. Good ball back to him from Gordon. Bellingham with the opportunity to cross here. I thought he was going to cross it first time. Across the box. It's bouncing around. It's cleared. Elliot Anderson. Anthony Gordon crosses it into the box. Away once more by Mbemba. Foul on Gordon, but the referee allowing play to continue here. Here's Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka. Now Eze. Saka once more. Eze back to Saka. He's going to have to use his right foot, which he's not entirely comfortable with. Ball into the box. It's bobbling around. It's cleared again by Congo. Good header there by Konza. Back to Pickford as Wissa was trying to get on the end of that. Kane's pass there. Too heavy. I'll just put that on the screen for you then, Derek. Midlands Air Ambulance Charity, and the other's the Epilepsy Society. So if anybody feels like donating, then of course you can search those and you'll be able to make a donation online. Here's Kayembe. Back to Mutusami. Here's Elliot. Trying to get past Declan Rice. Rice gives him no options and sends him backwards here. Twanzebe. And Bemba now. His deep cross into the box is headed by Kane, and now Declan Rice comes away with it. Anderson carrying it. Good ball to Saka. Saka can carry it here. He's got a bit of space. Comes inside, does well. Needs an option here. Does well to get it back to Anderson there, Saka. Now Gehi. Anthony Gordon. Inside here to Bellingham. Bellingham again. He's going to cross early. Away by Mbemba. And I've said that a lot today. Carries it here, Anderson. Striding over the halfway line. It's a great ball into Harry Kane. Oh, good tackle there by Twanzebe on Kane. Masuaku tries to clear it. Doesn't get very far. Only as far as Elliot Anderson, who crosses it in. Gordon's header is going to go straight up in the air. Caught by Lionel Mpassi rather easily that time. Sadiki's ball into the box is headed away. Elia's shot on target there. Does find its way safely into the gloves of one Jordan Pickford. Here's Anderson. Carrying the ball forward here. His ball is a good one into Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's in the box here. He's going to try and square it. No, he went for the shot. It's saved by Mpassi. Gordon. Back to Kane. Kane shoots! What a finish! It's Kane again. 2-1 to England. It had to be Harry Kane again at the double. Smashes it into the top corner. I put it up on the screen, Derek. I put it up on the screen for you. It's a great finish from Harry Kane. Just smashes it into the roof of the net from outside the box. Gordon does well here as well. You've got to credit him. Just gives it to Harry Kane and then just bang. Yeah, he just smashes it into the top corner. He just says, have that. What a finish it was as well. Here is Pickford. It's not over yet, Argent. Not over yet. Nico O'Reilly away as far as Eze. Gordon plays the ball down the line towards Bellingham. It's always curling out. Wissa and Masuaku off. Here's Twanzebe. Here's Declan Rice, clearing the ball away. Gordon, Bellingham. Now Anderson on the left-hand side. Bellingham. Back to Anderson again. Here's Bellingham. Back to Gordon. Anderson inside to Harry Kane. Kane shoots from yards and yards and yards and yards and yards, up to about 40 yards out. Sends it way into the crowd. I think Declan Rice might have picked up an injury here, you know. It's his 5th goal of the tournament. Harry Kane, that last one. Free kick. Foul by Gordon. 6 minutes added on, by the way. And a free kick in an area where they can deliver it into the box here, Congo. Looks like John Stones is coming on. Away here by Bellingham, but not very far. Stones, and I think Konza's gone to right back, but it's not that important. Ball down the line here. Ball into the box is not a bad one. It's going to be offside, though, I think. No, I think it was actually the challenge that Kayembe made. Yeah, it was Mayele that made the foul there. So Pickford, I think he's just going to send this one long. That's a foul. Twanzebe pulls Kane to the ground. He's Elliot Anderson. Anderson's still trying to hold the ball in the corner here. He's actually just backheeled it straight out for a Congo throw. He's Mbemba. Yeah, they can be Googled, Derek. I'll do it at the end as well. In fact, I'll just put it on the screen now for a bit again. So if anybody missed it, if they want to donate to Midlands Air Ambulance Charity or the Epilepsy Society, then Derek would be really appreciative. Konza taking the full 6 or 10 seconds, whatever he's got to take that throw in. Ooh, ball nearly got through to Bellingham there. It's a free kick right on the edge of the box here for DR Congo. Yeah, Bellingham just knocks him over there, Wissa. Free kick just outside the box for DR Congo. And just as the commentator saying, that could easily have been a second yellow card there for Bellingham. It's Wissa who's going to take this free kick. Anderson acting as the draft excluder here. Four-man wall of Stones, Konza, Kane and O'Reilly. Wissa with the free kick. Just getting ready to take it there. Referee looks very angry. We've seen them go in though, Clive, in the Champions League. There was one against Bayern Munich that went in. Here is Johan Wissa, whose shot just kisses the roof of the net. Yeah, not a great free kick in the end from Wissa. That's the end of the game. England are through and will play Mexico in Mexico City. There we are. 2-1 to England. From 1-0 down. Goals from Harry Kane, taking him clear of Pele and level with Just Fontaine as the 13 goals in World Cups. Well, Let's see when that is actually. World Cup knockout. So England, Mexico will be Monday the 6th of July. Oh, Jesus. At 1 a.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. kickoff, that one. I'm going to have to stay up for that one. That's going to be awful. Going to bed at like 3 a.m. But that's Monday the 6th of July. Yeah, so that's next Monday. Wow. Well, we got through. I don't think that many people will be watching that one on the watch along, but we'll give it a go. Thanks everybody so much for joining me. We have got through in the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully there'll be some more transfer news that I can make some videos about as well, which you'll see me then. But as it stands, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday. Well, actually, no, that'll be Sunday going into Monday, won't it? Yeah. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.